does also make for some dangerous times. Canadian wildfire smoke continues to drift across a lot of the U.S., and that's also bringing in some breathing problems. It could trigger serious heart problems across the northern tier of the nation. This is where we've had kind of the worst of the impacts of the smoke. Today, not seeing quite as much of it widespread, but we will still have it out there mixing in with the atmosphere. You can tell that in Sioux Falls, where we do have the sunshine slicing, so maybe a little bit of localized flooding. You can see that threat here extending through much of Lake Michigan. This is all part of the front that is coming east, already picking up some of those thunderstorms out there across Wisconsin this morning, and they'll continue to fire up here south on that line as the boundary moves east into cities like Chicago, Grand Rapids, going through the afternoon hours. So this is where we get that stormy weather. Also some stray pop-up showers and thunderstorms tomorrow across states like Wisconsin and Michigan, for example, as this low moves off towards the east. By Monday evening, we're trying to see it pull out of the Great Lakes, or at least through the Great Lakes, I should say, drying us out across the northern tier of the nation. All the while, though, that smoke, like I said, kind of wrapping around this storm system is coming from a lot of the large fires. So we do have that potential, especially when you're closer to where those fires are burning, like northern Minnesota, North Dakota, and into upper Michigan. This is where we have our greatest threat for smoke inhalation and actually it mixing through the overnight hours. Here's what we have, though, through the past couple of hours. You can see where all the reports have been, not in the Dallas area. They've actually been farther east, from Arkansas into Mississippi, Alabama, and into Georgia. Yesterday morning, we had those thunderstorms starting off strong in Arkansas with several tornado warnings. Haven't seen many tornado reports from there, but you can see off towards the east, those thunderstorm warnings, thunderstorm storm reports here with daytime, and you can see them diving through parts of central Texas there. As you can look off towards the east, though, here's where all that wet weather is. Southern Arkansas into northern Louisiana, still streaming its way through parts of Georgia and Alabama at this point in time. South Carolina, you are also dealing with some of those thunderstorms in, I believe, what they call the high country. But as we go through the next couple of hours, most of these thunderstorms become a rain threat, right? They're slow-moving showers and thunderstorms that put down a real soaking. When you do that time after time over the same, they're highlighting a damaging wind threat in cities like Wichita Falls, Texas, for example. It starts off as a tornado threat and then will transition to a damaging wind threat. So you can see out there maybe a few thunderstorms this morning, but there's that boundary coming in, and that's what kicks off a round of thunderstorms. This complex drives its way southeast into the evening hours. This timing, by the way, times to try to look at the sky here as we go through things. Well, of course, you can tell already showers and thunderstorms will be filling your skies across several different cities for the day today, and that's going to slow you down. Afternoon thunderstorms in Denver, 30 of those deaths occur from lightning strikes with 200 injuries. So unfortunately, it can be a deadly thing as well. And part of the components to lightning is the fact of how hot it is. It's 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. It travels at 270,000 miles per hour, which, if you put that into perspective, it can go from Los Angeles to New York in. As we continue to talk about some of the stormy weather coming across the nation today, we are watching the north central tier for some thunderstorms too. Anywhere from Green Bay, Milwaukee, Chicago, right into Peoria, Springfield, Champaign, and also St. Louis, Grand Rapids, many locations here dealing with that threat for some severe weather. The focus will be on damaging winds. Could be some already Chicago dealing with that threat through the later afternoon hours into the evening. Then we see this front move through Michigan, quieting down. Behind it, the smoke to come down. So we do have a lot of those large fires still burning. That may be the case for a lot of the summer because it doesn't seem like we're going to get a lot of rain, at least in the upcoming weeks here across Canada. And so therefore, with all the smoke coming down, we will still have some potential for impacts to air quality. Those most likely locations will be the areas nearest towards the fires, which will include spots in North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan.